This is a short product demo of how Nimbata can help you with your marketing attribution actions. We're going to start off with a real case scenario. So let's say you're searching Google for local plumber Cleveland, and one of the customers is clicking on one of your ads. This will lead them to your landing page where they can find more information about your service, check if the services meet their needs, and let's say that the customer really needs your help and is ready to call you. So we're going to perform a live test call to this number here, asking to book an appointment.
Thank you for calling your local plumber. Press 1 to book an appointment or press 2 to leave your contact details and we will get back to you.
Thank you for calling your local plumber. Please leave your message after the beep.
Hi guys, I would like to book an appointment. My name is Dimitris and you can call me back at the number that I just called. Thank you very much. So I just placed the call to this tracking number and heading back to Nimbata. If I head over to the activity calls section, I should be able to see the call that was just generated. And here you can see the results. So this is my number. I landed on the voicemail, and then you can see that Nimbata was able to attribute that source back to the Google ad that drove it, which is Google CPC plumber ad. Additionally, I can listen to the recording, see the page that triggered the call, find the gclid, and then as you can see here, Nimbata has automatically tagged the call as a follow-up. And let me walk you through how Nimbata did this. So by acquiring tracking numbers, you assign them to what we call a call flow. So you see here that I have a pool of 2 numbers, and they are assigned to this call flow, which is called my destination. The call flow has been set up in a way where the customer listens to a greeting, and then if they want to book an appointment instantly, they press on 1 and they connect with my number. But if they want to leave a message, they press 2 and then they connect to the voicemail. So as we saw in the activity call section, this call has been recorded, right? And we can see the campaign. And we need to find out how Nimbata actually applied this follow-up tag. So under lead management, you can have your tags, create your own tags. I have created conversion, a follow-up, and a wrong number. And along with that, I've placed an automation rule, which if the call came from a person pressing the digit 1, it would automatically tag it as a conversion. But if the person pressed 2, it would automatically tag that as a follow-up. Under my integrations, I can integrate that very, very easily with my Google Ads account and send those gclids back to Google Ads. Now, I have already created 2 conversions in Google Ads. One is a secondary conversion, and the other is a primary conversion. On my secondary conversion, which I've named phone call conversions, I sent every call. So Nimbata will send all gclids back to Google Ads. But in the primary conversion I only want to send gclids that include a value. So the trigger would find any calls in the activity section that contain a value and shoot it along with the gclid. So under activity calls, what you can do additionally here is click on this icon, which will open a pop-up, and then assign a value to the call if you know that the call resulted in a booking. This will be automatically picked up from the automation rule, and under integrations, the gclid will be sent. Now, Nimbata does so much more than attributing calls to Google Ads. You can have full marketing attribution on the channels that drive calls. So under the analytics section, if you head over to trends, you can see a breakdown of your calls per tracking source. So if you're tracking calls from, let's say, emails, TV ads, or you're running radio ads or newsletters, Nimbata will also track all of these calls. All of these reports are filterable. You can filter them. You can tweak the dates and see exactly which tracking source drove your call. So 7 calls from Google CPC, 3 from TV ads, 2 from emails, 1 from 5 from impressions, and so forth. And you can find which ones are new and which ones are repeat. Another neat way to manage your leads is actually to set up an email notification. So here I can create a trigger. Maybe I can create a trigger for missed calls and then have this plug in my client's email here and set up the subject and the greeting along with the call details that I want to send to my client in case one of the leads resulted in a missed call. This way, it's easy for my client to check their email, find the caller ID, and call them back. Now, Nimbata is a multi-client account, meaning that you can set up different clients, each with their own tracking numbers, their own call flows, their own tracking codes, and their own reports. So along with that, you can invite your users to have access to the specific brand by allowing them to have different roles, so different criteria, and then have access to their own brand. So going back to Nimbata, if you go to the analytics section, once you find the reports that actually work for you, you can go to the dashboard. And this is a single dashboard that contains all of the reports that you want to share with your client. You can click on add, find the report that you like. Maybe you want to go with missed calls, total, add the tracking number source, click on close. Rearrange the reports, resize them, and once you're happy with them, you can invite your client and drive your client to view calls under this single roof. Moving on, you can also take advantage of other integrations that Nimbata has in place. Apart from Google Ads, in a similar fashion, you can plug in your Facebook account and Nimbata will shoot over events back to Facebook. You can integrate your Google Analytics account for Nimbata to send events, but you can also sign in with your Google account and create a Google Sheet that you set which columns should be included in the Google Sheet. I've kept it really simple here. The date, the time, the outcome, who called, how many times it called, the duration, the source medium of the campaign. I could also add easily the Google Ads click ID, share this with my client, and then my client has a live repository in Google Sheets with the call they get. So it's a very, very easy way for you to share calls with your client. If your client is more tech savvy and they have CRMs in place, then you can, of course, integrate their CRM. We integrate directly with HubSpot, with Zoho, and Salesforce. That's a very, very quick overview of the Nimbata platform.